Welcome back, everyone, to episode 16 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. In the previous episode, we actually made our way into the capital city of the Empire, which had been attacked by the espers that escaped the sealed gate, and the returners, in combination with the forces that were provided by Narsh, overtook the capital. We actually had a banquet, sit-down, peace accord type situation with the Emperor and his men. And we had to go through a long sequence where we had to go through and talk to as many soldiers as we could to try to get them persuaded to join the side of peace. And then we went through an actual sit-down dinner with the Emperor and had to answer a bunch of questions in order to get the highest possible score out of, I think it's a set point total of like 90 or 99 points total. We actually managed to get everything about as high as we could. We missed one soldier. I still have no idea where that one missing soldier was, but the important thing is we got the Castle of Doma unlocked, we got the Imperial observation post unlocked, and we picked up 2 items. The Ward Bangle, which is the highest value item that you can get out of the banquet, and the Tintinabulum. Now, the Tintinabulum is probably the most valuable of the relics between the 2 that we got, because the Ward Bangle halves the random encounters that you normally see whenever you're on the overworld or inside of a dungeon. The Tintinabulum, however, gives you health as you walk around on the overworld map, and I believe it's 50 points per step that you take. I might be off on the math there. Interesting side note that we'll go ahead and start the game off with. I had never heard of a Tintinabulum before, and just out of wild curiosity, I decided I have to look this up and see what exactly a Tintinabulum is. Well, let me tell you something. It's definitely not one for the kids. The Tintinabulum is a wind chime that was used in ancient Rome, and the prevailing characteristic of pretty much all Tintinabulums is the fact that they all have incredibly large, fully engorged penises. I'm not going to put any images up on the screen for you to see what I'm talking about. I think you can look it up yourself. Might have to turn off the safe search on your Google search for that one. Anyway, thankfully there's no images of the relics in this game, so you don't see one. All right, we were right outside of Albrook, which is where, we're outside the observation post. We need to do one thing, and I think we can go to the city on the south end of the continent. I don't remember where the airship crashed, but we want to try to make our way back to the airship before we leave on the ship that we were going to be taking to Crescent Island, which is where the espers were last seen heading. Because there is a sequence that we can actually get to play out by talking to Setzer. I just got to figure out where the airship is. I suppose if we're trying to short-circuit this, make it go a little bit faster, I could put the Ward Bangle on so that I don't see as many random encounters, but leveling up's not a bad idea, even if it is only 2 characters. Unfortunately, they don't let you put any more in the party because they assume that when you get to the next area, you are in fact going to get 2 people in your party. Did we crash outside the city? Where is that airship? Was it on the southern end of the continent? I really should have checked before I started this episode. Not a big deal. I think we might end up in a situation where we will not get through the entire next area in one episode. It might have to be split up in 2. Oh no, if that hits both of them, they just lost a ton of health. Oh! Biggest problem with cyclonic is how much damage it does, regardless of who's using it, even if it's those wyverns. Alright, you don't need to hoard any magic because you don't use that primarily as your attack. Again, if you take damage while you're equipped with the ultimate weapon, your damage potential with your weapon can go down. So the more hits she takes, the weaker her physical attacks will become. Now, it's not permanent. You can always just recover health and that'll put it back up. Alright, let's do some magic. I'm thinking Blizzara might work good against these guys. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't think it's this far south. I thought it was right outside the capital is where we crashed, but maybe I'm not remembering. It's alright. We'll go west and south and see if it's down there. Always found the Berserk status effect to be very strange. I feel like my default choice for attacking enemies is usually just standard attack anyway. So to have an enemy cast a quote-unquote debuff that makes your character auto-attack and do increased damage with that attack seems like a buff, not a debuff. I guess if your character primarily does magic attacks, yeah, that would matter, but that's almost never been the case when I played this game, or any RPG, really. Magic is a precious resource, and I don't like having to expend magic points if I don't need to, because what happens if I need that magic later and I can't use it? That always bothers me. I get it. It's a neuroses that I need to get over, but that's just the way I play these games. She can learn Shell faster somewhere else. We might actually be down to the last handful of things that she needs to learn. Well, see if there's any healing ones that... No? No. Alright, we'll do Kate Sith. As we explained at the beginning of... Yeah, if it wasn't last episode, 2 episodes ago, Square Enix decided to come out and officially say that the pronunciation of that is Kate Sith, not Ket She, so sorry people of either Scottish or Irish descent who think it should be pronounced correctly. Square Enix says, nah. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Just do a mug. That won't get me anything valuable. I think all I carry is his antidotes, right? Not a terribly useful item. We're gonna go ahead and have her cast Blizzara again, just to ensure we get rid of these guys before either of the wyverns does cyclonic again. I don't know if that's a standard attack that they can do or one that's kind of like a critical health state attack, like a last resort spell. I'd rather not find out. Where's the airship? Damn it. Alright, we're gonna go into town, recover health, and I think we're just gonna give up on it. I tried. Burn them down. I watch them all counterattack with Quake, and I lose right here. I think that would be a restart the entire episode situation where I'm like, I'm only 10 minutes in, why don't I just restart the recording? The music seems to have changed a little for the better. Interesting. I don't know if I ever actually did a tour of the towns after the fall of Vector. So this is new to me. I didn't realize that things became a little more upbeat for everyone. Let's go see if the timbre of the people in the town has changed. We must begin rebuilding. It has. Look at that. Imperial troops are gone. Now we can go back to dancing and raking in the gill. She couldn't dance before. I was forced to become a soldier in the Imperial army. I can't believe the awful things they made me do. I think he enjoyed them. He's lying. This lady, happily walking in circles again. I kind of miss that soldier now that he's gone. Okay, well, you seem to be very troubled personally, and I don't want to be involved with you. Alright, anyway, tell you what, just to speed things up, we're going to put the ward bangle on Terra. So we can try to get to the town we need to go to as fast as possible. Go, 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 go. Again, it only halves the chances of random encounters. It does not completely stop random encounters. So we could still very much run into an enemy on the way, like we just did. Alright, fire didn't do much against them. How about ice, since they are lizard chickens? Excuse me, lit war chickens. Oh yeah, that did a nice chunk more damage than the fire did. Another 400 points per enemy for that one. Alright, we'll head north, and if we don't see anything up there, we're done. We're just going to move on. I really wish I remembered where that airship went. It's one of those situations where I know when we get to the next area and the events that are supposed to take place happen, we end up actually getting rescued by the airship, I want to say. So, not knowing where exactly it is on this continent, not a big deal, because we're going to get the airship brought back to us. Oh, crap, I just remembered this is the weird spot. Here we go. There's a gap through. Just hit him. You should be able to kill him in one hit. Okay, I give up. I have no idea where the airship went. I thought I did. hit the town real quick, get some health, and then head to Albrook. There we go, with more people super happy. All of those young people who were forced to join the Imperial army should be coming back home soon. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Thanks to you, we're finally at peace with the Empire. How does she know it's us? Now we should be able to enjoy another long age of peace. I wouldn't count on that either. It's time to put Tizen back together. Imperial troops are gone, now we can relax and get back to our normal lives, which is why she's spinning in circles. Alright, hit the inn. $350? What a rip. The bed's adorned with the famous Tizen bee. Tizen spelled T-Z-E-B-N. The B is silent. All right, head south. I'm just gonna run into it walking this way. Ouch. Why are you attacking her? Besides the fact that she's in the front row, which makes her a bigger target. Which makes that a dumb question. I should know. Alright, well, whatever sequence we were supposed to see, we're not going to see it. What it is essentially Setzer has some kind of commentary on the situation for you, and it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and swap her back to an earring. And we'll go ahead and save real quick. And head on in. Who would have thought we'd end up allied with the returners? Now we can all live in peace again. They said they would be reopening the harbor soon. Some life should start flowing back into this town now. I don't think there's anything we can get in the shops that was new, but we can always double check. I heard monsters flew out of the mountains behind the Imperial observation post and attacked Vector. Yeah, kind of. I've got nothing to sell to Imperial scum. Sorry, I just always wanted to say that for so long. Now it's us bribing them to let us do business here. Sob. Don't think there's anyone in here that's important that we would want to find, but we'll double check. Music is still dour in here. Business has gone down the drain with all the soldiers gone. Whoops, better watch what I say. I wouldn't want anyone questioning my loyalties. Yeah, it's empty. 'Tis no one left. Here's the relic shop. No new relics. I suppose if you wanted to, you could, well, you know what, we'll do that. You want to give, say, a pair of earrings to both Celes and, oh no, we already have enough. Look at that. I had already gotten ahead of myself and bought an extra 2 earrings. So now if we want, we can give 2 earrings to Celes and 2 to Terra, when we want to start focusing on a magic heavy offense from those 2. And everyone else, they do it if there's a distinct advantage in damage potential, and pretty much never else, never any other time. General Leo's waiting for you. I think there might be an item in one of these. Or not. Okay. Let's see if we get started right away. Nope, we can get over here and check the item boxes. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing. All right, wow, that was a waste of time. We need to find the espers quickly so we can make peace with them. We'll talk to the one last soldier before we leave. This magitect armor is undergoing maintenance. I don't see a suit there, but all right. Sorry, I'm discussing our plans with General Leo right now. Well, let me interrupt those discussions. Ah, there you are. Another Imperial general and a man I hired back in town will be accompanying us as well. I think you might recognize these two. Cyan! Shadow! Let me introduce them. General Celes and Shadow. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. We depart tomorrow. In the meantime, I've arranged lodging for you at the inn. Please, try to get some rest. Celes. Huh? See ya. Celes. Hey, what up, Shadow? It's been a while. I don't recall you ever meeting these two, but whatever. I'm working for the Empire, but don't worry, they didn't hire me to kill you. Can I talk to the doggy? Woof! I think Shadow's one of those voices where it's a workshop in progress that's going to change probably a little bit over time. I want him to sound, low and gravelly, but at the same time a little bit quiet because, he's quiet like a shadow. And he doesn't really speak much in this game, so that's part of it. I mean, there is an extended sequence where he talks that you only have a chance of seeing by sleeping at the inn. General Leo already made arrangements for you to stay here tonight. By all means. Locke. Yes, I'll get to sleep. Just blast the door open. By the way, this hut house style of sleeping at the inn is very strange. Just a whole bunch of beds, single beds in one room. Celes? Please, why won't you talk to me? I know, I doubted you. If only for a moment, but we could still be friends, right? Celes! Blink. Oh, poor Locke. He's never gonna get laid. And Terra, zero sexual interest in him. And Locke, zero sexual interest in women with green hair. Which, important to note, I don't think anyone in the game has a non-normal hair color other than Terra. So I find it bizarre that he was so astonished that this woman knew how to use magic when clearly she has basically white skin and green hair. She's clearly not human. It's like getting upset that Kefka can do weird stuff. Look at him! All right, let's go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. This boat travels not by steam power, but by tremble power. It just shakes back and forth and vibrates the water to part ways. The engines are all running smoothly, sir. We should arrive tomorrow morning. Why don't you rest until then? Nod, 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 nod. This isn't an awkward moment at all. Think we can control Terra? Yep. Keep away from the engine room. It's dangerous. Well, where did we go earlier? Did we just jump off the side of the boat into like a little dinghy off the side? Yeah. They want you to talk to Leo here. Having trouble sleeping? I hear your emotions have returned. It's strange, isn't it? The Empire used me, controlled my very thoughts, and now here I am, cooperating with the same people. People are people. Not everyone in the Empire is like Kefka. So, what about you? I knew that you were half Esper and being made to suffer through horrible experiments. Yet I did nothing. I'm no better than Kefka. If a human and an Esper can love one another, do you think a human and I could love each other? Of course. He's like, sweet, I'm gonna get some. Oh, she's not talking to me. Never mind. But I don't even know what it feels like to love someone. Oh, shot down. You're still young. Someday you'll know. I'm sure of it. Well, see you later. Just walks off. But I want to know now. Who's there? What up, kids? I thought I'd sleep out under the stars. Did you hear what we were talking about? I didn't mean to listen in. So... ... I can't help you. Those are answers you'll have to find for yourself. Terra. There are people in this world who have chosen to kill their own emotions. Remember that. Like someone who wears all black and calls himself Shadow? Oh man, I missed my chance to get laid. Shadow's just like, whatever. World's greatest treasure hunter. Reduce this. It's turning into the Tasmanian devil. Another conversation. And another opportunity for me to move around. We need to find the espers quickly so we can make peace with them. Yeah, whatever. We're almost to Crescent Island. Rumor has it that the lost power of magic can still be found on Crescent Island, weak though it may be. Yeah, okay, we already heard that. Back to the conversation. We're almost at Crescent Island. When we make landfall, we'll split into two groups. I'll go with Celes. Terra, you go with Locke and Shadow. If you find any clues as to where the espers may be hiding, report back at once. Well, Locke, let's do it. Let's go. Shadow! Locke. Come on. These two star-crossed lovers, are they ever gonna make things work? Terra's like, I like you too. I love that the ship didn't take us to the town. They just kind of crashed into the shore and then let us run off and then disappeared. Well, I've got taken you as far as I'm going to go. Bye. Oh, there's a town right there. All right, if you wanted to get one last crack at the Gaia gear, you can come here and grab from one of those guys. Not a huge deal. I probably should have equipped Shadow before going any further. He has some equipment, but not great equipment. So let's upgrade all of it. There you go. The Assassin's Dagger might be a little bit better to use than the Sakura because it has that chance to actually do an instant kill. However, Sakura, I'm not sure how you say that correctly, might also do Wind Slash, which would be a bonus to the damage potential. Green Beret, Gaia Gear. Again, because he's a ninja, he can't really wear heavy armor, but he can wear Gaia Gear. So there's that we can look forward to. Relics, unfortunately, because we don't have the ability to use, or we don't have the Dragon Horn yet, I can't do what I usually like to do, which is give him Dragoon Boots, and then the Dragon Horn, or whatever it's called in this game, where he hits enemies multiple times when he comes down from the jump attack. We can, however, give him a Zephyr Cloak, which increases that evasion even further than it currently is, and he's far and away the most evasive character. I mean, his base evasion stat is almost twice what Locke's is, and Locke is one of the more evasive characters in the game. Like, his stat is 10 more than Terra. That's how high Locke is, but yeah, Shadow blows it away. So he is one of those characters you want to have basically up in the air, away from the fight as much as possible. Take advantage of the fact that enemies can't hit him. He knows no magic, so we're going to give him a little bit of Esper training. We'll do one of the really easy ones. We'll do Bismarck, so he can learn some basic spells real fast. The reality is, I don't think we actually have very many fighting situations for him to engage in, because once we get inside this town, I think the next sequence we're kind of locked into. So let's go ahead and get it started. Oh, wow! We don't see many travelers around here. Oh, okay. Sorry. I always like the song in this town. It's funky. We're gonna buy a flame rod, an ice rod, and a thunder rod. We may not use any of those, but we have them. Morning Star. The problem with using a Morning Star, like, say, with Celes, is it's not a runic sword, so she cannot use it to absorb spells. So you tend to not bother with that because she won't be able to gain any benefit. We'll take 2 lances. We may not give either of them to those 2 characters for a while, but we'll buy them anyway. Same with the darts and Setzer. We may not use him for a while, so kind of a loss there, but that's fine. And then armor, we may not have anything we can buy that's useful. Tiger, oh. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, shoot. I'm hitting the wrong button. Alright, so 2 people can wear the tiger mask. 2, not 11. Okay, tiaras. What do they do? Fight a boost to magic. Well, buy 2. I may not actually put 1 on Terra. Nope, stop. Mystery Veil. What does that do? Nothing. Power Sash. Again, we have 2 characters that are equipped in the party with Gaia gear, and it's worse than what they're using. There's the Gaia gear option if you want to buy for everyone. Golden armor, I think, is actually might be slightly better defensively, but the issue there is it doesn't have that innate ability to absorb earth attacks. We may not see another earth attack for a while. All right, let's go ahead and equip what we put on to the people who are in the party. May not be anything. Oh, yeah, let's... Put the ultimate weapon on Dingus. Okay. Another weird quirk, I think we've already talked about this a long time ago. When you optimize the equipment in this game, if you had a green beret on at one point and you take it off and put it back on by optimizing, the game treats it as unequipping and re-equipping yourself, so you lose the health bonus and then you gain it right back, but your health points go down commensurate to what you would have lost by unequipping it. Very stupid choice there. And I think we're good here. Everyone's got the stuff they need. We'll heal. I may not need to do that. I might be able to just go to the inn for cheap. Let's head over to the item and relic shops and see if there's anything worth buying in those. Potions we're not using. High potions either. No. Well... Tell you what, we'll buy 19 of those. So we have 25 that we can use if we ever really need to. And we'll buy, what, 16 of these, so we have 50 of them available. Most of the characters now have the ability to cast life or raise, so that's not really all that important anymore either. Nothing, nothing. Listen, I should tell you... Nah, never mind. I'm actually your grandma... Oh, you know what? Never mind. Oh, we found some eye drops. They've been sitting in that barrel for 15 years. I'm sure they're not tainted. Just go and put some in your eyes right now. It's the old lady saying that. She's like, no, I'll watch. That's all right. No, do it. Starts licking her lips like she's gonna eat your eyeballs after they, like, fail and fall out of your head. Alright, nothing there that we needed. Again, if you're super worried about health, which, you know, why not? Let's go ahead and give her the angel ring so she gets health back in battle. Where is it? Right there. That'll keep her health up so that the damage for ultimate weapon stays as high as possible. Espers? What in the world are those? If they're some kind of beast, you should ask the old man who lives on the edge of town. And by edge of town, you mean the big mansion at the top of the hill? The innkeeper doesn't like strangers. Always overcharges them. Oh. Jump in the well. Well, let's see how much they overcharge us. By the way, I think it starts as soon as you have the option to put Shadow in your party. If we sleep at the inn now, there is a 1 in 64 chance that we'll see a special video play because we're basically experiencing a dream that Shadow is having. You're outsiders. It's going to cost you 1,500 gil if you want to stay here. Whatever. We got the money. Let's roll the dice and see if we can get one of those scenes. No, we didn't get it. You can tell when it's going to happen because if you hear that little chime, meaning that you slept, it didn't play. It always plays before you hear that chime. If you're desperate to get the video to play, what you can do is you can just go to a city that has a really cheap inn and just keep sleeping in it over and over until you get one to play. It's, you know, probably not a great use of money until you get into the later half of the game. Hey, you're not getting in here. Okay. I didn't want to. Also, that is the scene of a major encounter in a couple of minutes. We'll be back to soon. Where did that voice come from? Fire! Fire! Huh? Uh-oh. So yes, you had to go behind the house for that to actually occur. Where did that voice come from? Mama, I got an owie. Oh, all right. Yo, yes, I think I left the medicine in the curio cabinet. Mama, why don't you use cure on me? The hell no magic? Oh no! We have an entire party full of magic users. Is it really that surprising at this point? And yes, that is the person we need to talk to next. We're not going to just yet. At least I don't think we have to. I think we can go to this house first. Echo screen. The Elder. All right, we'll talk to the Elder. Welcome, welcome. Magic. What's that? Okay, so he did nothing for us. And we can't sneak behind his bookshelf. You know, it occurs to me that Shadow didn't have to take on this assignment, and maybe even didn't necessarily mean to, but he did anyway, and there's an importance to his presence in the town that they'll get into later. Okay, what was the voice I was going to do for Strago? I think I was going to do a very arrogant, older kind of sounding British person. What brings you young folks here to see me? An elderly gentleman who has spent his whole life pursuing the secrets of monsters. Strago. This is another one of those voices that's going to be subject to change as I alter it.
Espers, eh? Haven't heard that word in years. So you know about the espers? Nope, can't say I do. Don't know a thing. Not one thing.
He's actually sounding an awful lot like Locke. I don't know who's talking. We'll pretend it's Terra. Something's fishy here. Oh, so this is Relm. I think we're gonna do like a Valley Girl. Grandpa.
Hey! What do you think you're doing, young missy?
In her pictures, she captures everything. Forests, water, light, the very essence of the things she paints. Relm. Grandpa, like, who are they? Are they your friends? Can they use magic too?
Shush!
Oh my god, what a cute doggy.
Back off, he bites. Go back to your room.
Why do I have to go to my room? You never let me have any fun.
Because I said so, now shoo!
Fine. And the dog's like, nope, I'm going to. See ya.
Oh dear, seems to have taken a liking to your dog. Humph.
The door didn't close. Oh, there it goes. Now, he could have told the dog to come back, but Shadow seems strangely okay with that little kid playing with the dog.
That child. My apologies. It's fine. Usually doesn't like other people, though. Anyhow, I'm terribly sorry, but I really don't think I can be of any help to you folks. I see. We're just your ordinary, quiet little village. You're not gonna find anyone who knows any of those esper things here, I'm afraid. Not in Thamasa. There's something strange about this place.
Let's have a look around the village. We've already done this.
Thanks for your time. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
I think I'm just making it more gravelly than Locke.
Interceptor.
Bye. There'd be a little alteration of the word choices for Relm just to make it a little more Valley-esque. Alright, so we already saw most of the stuff. Maybe we gotta go talk to the Elder again? Hey, what up? Welcome, magic, what's that? Yada, yada, yada. Actually, this may be another situation where we're supposed to go to the inn, so I might have jumped the gun a little bit. Have you talked to Old Man Strago? The innkeeper should have a little more should be a little more reasonable once you have. Whatever. Old Man Strago may not look like much now, but he used to be an amazing hunter. Have you met Relm? She paints. I should see if she'd paint my picture. You may not want that. Well, here's anything in here we need. Nothing this way. Maybe here. Talk to her. No, nothing new. Alright, well, they kind of tell you, oh yeah, now you can get a cheaper room. So they're kind of telling you, hey, go to the inn. 1 gil per night. Why not relax for a spell? Yeah, go for it. Their sweetheart way of telling you should probably go sleep for a bit so that the story can advance. And middle of the night.
You've got to help. Relm, she's...
Something happened to Relm?
Yes, she was caught in a fire.
She was on fire, excuse me.
And then it caught the neighbor's house on fire, and... Oh, I can't even think straight anymore, but... Please, you have to help her.
Huh? A, Shadow?
Shadow?
Of all the times to be a lazy dick. Womp womp.
Interceptor, where did you go?
Fire in the village, and his utility is just to run left and right a bunch.
Relm's in there. Relm! What are you doing? Flames be gone!
Magic is forbidden. Magic?
I don't care. Relm's inside.
Now he's starting to sell like Kefka.
Flames be gone!
Maybe he is Kefka. Mayor? All right. We really have no choice. Stand back. In unison. Bunch of people all at once say, Flames be gone! Okay, so it wasn't in unison. You get it. I'm pretty sure this is how modern firefighting works, too. They show up to your house and then just yell, "Flames be gone!" and hold your hand out at it. They were storing an awful lot of flame rods in there. Well, that's stupid.
I'm going in.
Wait, I'll go with you.
Count me in, too. I'm not gonna let an old geezer go in there on his own. Who are you calling an old geezer? I'm only 70 and fit as a fiddle. Geezer, he says.
Quickly.
The fire's spread.
Alright, try that again.
The fire's spreading fast.
Looks like this house could collapse at any second.
We have to hurry and find Relm.
I don't think there's an actual time limit, but I might be wrong. So in case it wasn't obvious, you should probably use ice spells here. And he has Aqua Breath, which can be very effective on these enemies as well. Shouldn't need to do anything else, though. Dead. Unfortunately, I don't think we can equip him. Oh, I guess we can. Alright, well, let's see what we can put on him. A chain flail. You know what? No. We're going to put an ice rod on you instead, buddy. And although I don't know how long you're going to stay in the party, let's go ahead and give you some magic as well. We'll give you a Mudween. Wait, what can you learn really fast? Well... yeah, we'll do Modoween, even though he's not going to learn any of that before we get out of here. Relics, he might be good to give earrings to. Alright, that should be fine for now. I will use Locked Heal. There we go. Again, I don't think there's a time limit here, so we can fight all the enemies if we want. Oh, look at that damage. I hope I didn't just throw those weapons away. I think that's the first time I actually tried fighting with him. He usually mugs enemies. Okay, good. If he had lost those weapons, I think I might have just restarted. They were very expensive. Mug, whatever. Why did they do so much damage? Was that a critical? Yeah, look at that. Strago's hitting for 1100 because he has an ice rod equipped. When I left the chain flail or the mithril rod, he would not be doing anything like that. Moving on. I don't know if there's a different kind of enemy in here besides balloon. It may just be all balloons. It is one you want to kill as fast as possible because they can self-destruct, which if you're learning lores, yes, technically he does need to actually see it. Strago has the ability to learn unique enemy spells that no one else can learn, but the only way he can learn them is for an enemy to actually use them while he's in the party and present. They don't actually have to hit him. If someone casts Doom on one of our other party members and Strago's in the party, he learns the spell at the end of the fight. But we're not going to give the enemy the chance to do that, because I do not want to get blown up by one enemy yet. Maybe when we can get back to the overworld map, we can head to an area like, say, a certain wooded area that we were trying to find a grenade in. and let one of the weaker bomb enemies do it. Ouch. Key up. Go ahead and heal up again. Well, nah, it's fine. Huh? I don't remember this is the boss fight or if this is just a random enemy attack. Okay, we're alright. Again, I believe you can negate the effects of a pincer attack like this by simply defeating all the enemies on one side of the map, because after that, you're no longer in danger of being back attacked, or you shouldn't be. But I might be thinking of a different Final Fantasy. Oh, okay. I guess we just keep fighting enemies if we go in this door. So if you want an easy, repeatable fight, here you go. Big hits. I think what that is he doesn't always throw the Hawkeye weapon. He sometimes throws it. And if he does, it does a ton of damage. Alright, this is one of those situations where I'm going to defer to Strago and use Aqua Breath to just go ahead and finish the fight for us. See ya. Alright, so Locke learned Drain. That was the last one he needed to learn for Ifrit. So he's good to move on to something else. Like this one would be a good one for him to start learning. Since he's just kind of our default healer without any better options for him to do with the magic at this point in the game. And you should be still a long way away. Yeah, 30%. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and make him do a little healing for us now. Okay. Attack. Attack. Oh, mug. That bomb was nice enough to just fly right up to me, so I didn't have to waste any energy. We could just go ahead and blast these guys. Easy enough. And try door number 1. I have no idea if there's any really valuable items in this area or if we're just going into dead ends if we don't go into the right door. And just go and attack. And we'll just fight. Oh, big hits. Look at that. 5,000 damage in one attack. That is impressive, to put it mildly. I think we made it. Let's check the other paths and see, well, see if there was anything else we could pick up. Also, I haven't been paying attention. Do the bombs even have anything to pick up? No, they do. They have something. I don't think it's a guarantee that every enemy in the game has an item you can steal. I think there are certain ones that do not have anything of value. Okay, so important. There are some items that we can find here. Also very important, our characters can just walk right into fire and it doesn't hurt them. Well, they cast a protection spell before, you know. Come on, steal something good. Nope. It's gonna be fire rods, probably. I really have not been paying attention to what he has possibly stolen from anyone. Could be nothing. Another item. A flame rod. So if you didn't get the rods out of the weapon shop, you could have just picked them up here. You don't have to do this, but you can actually throw them as Shadow, and they do a magic attack. It may be Fira or Faraga. Obviously, if you're using the flame rod. So it's a quick, cheap way to do targeted damage to one enemy if you have extra rods that you don't want to hold on to. Unfortunately, the rods are very expensive, and that's not a great thing to throw if you're hurting for cash. Now, late in the game, you're probably going to be so stacked with cash you have absolutely no use for. You can probably blow it on rods if you just want to throw magic at enemies. But yeah, at this point in the game, you're better off not doing that. Just throw shurikens. They do plenty of damage. Alright, head on up to the boss, Flame Eater. Is this what started the blaze? This tiny little isolated fire? Okay, so we're gonna do this. Oh, no. Well, yeah, let's do this. I suppose it's good a time as any to actually hit enemies with. Oh man. Locke doesn't have any ability to attack with I probably should have stole there. That's fine. We're gonna be fine. Magic. Where's my Blizzara spell? There we go. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to kill Flame Eater pretty fast here. Mug. 4,800. That is why Trance is so powerful. We got a Flame Tongue. Cool. Hit him again. Ow. You may want to heal yourself, buddy. Targeted spell in case we have a chance to... No, it's over. It's that fast. The bosses are really easy if you know what their weaknesses are. And this one, I mean, it's pretty plain. It's a fireball. You hit it with ice spells. Kind of lackluster experience points. AP's pretty good. He's doing spin moves.
Relm, where are you?
The dog dragging it into fire. And by it, I mean the little girl.
Relm!
Oh no, we're too late. Boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom. I have a feeling we're going to be alright, guys. Look at this. Interceptor is the best good boy. 4 dead people. He's going to fight those flames off himself until Shadow shows up. And... Ninja Strike. Dead, 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 dead. Don't worry, he'll pick them all up with one arm.
Time to get out of here. I'll use a smoke bomb.
We're okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, thanks, Grandpa.
These folks are the ones who you should be thanking.
Like, thank you.
I guess our little secret is out now. Everyone in this village can use magic, can't they? What is this place? This is the village of the Magi. A long, long time ago, humans used magicite to acquire magical powers. Those who gained the ability to use magic were the people known as the Magi.
I really need some water. Oh man, this is tough. Oh, that's a rough one to do.
I didn't think there were any Magi left in the world. After the War of the Magi, the espers fled to a new world beyond the sealed gate. They wished to live in peace, without fear of their powers being used by others. That left only humans in this world, and the ordinary ones feared the Magi's power. The horror of the war was still fresh in their minds. It soon turned into an inquisition. Magi were hunted down and executed. No, there were trials, of course, but they were merely for show.
Even though the only difference was that they could use magic.
The few who managed to escape took up shelter here. They were our ancestors. Our powers have weakened as our Magi blood is thinned, but they remain in some form or another.
If you're up to it, do you think you'd be willing to help us?
You said you're looking for some espers, right? Well, I do owe you one for saving Relm. I'll help you find your espers.
Like, I want to go too.
I think not, young lady.
Fuddy-duddy.
But where do we start? If they came this way, they may be hiding in the mountains to the west. Why there? Those mountains are teeming with magical energy. According to legend, they're a sacred place to the espers.
Perhaps the magic that... Perhaps the magic of that place drew them there after they went berserk. And yeah, Shadow did just leave the party. Again. That's kind of his thing. Alright, I guess I'm done here.
It's worth a look.
Fuddy-duddy. I have a feeling she's going to come with us anyway. And here comes our last goodbye to Shadow for the time being. I think we gotta go outside first. Yep, there we go. Talk, 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 talk.
Don't get the wrong idea. I just wanted my dog back. You're leaving? I'll search for the espers my own way.
And the dog doesn't want to leave.
Interceptor!
Well, alright. Hey. One less. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit the inn real quick for 1 penny, or whatever they charge us now. Cool. Get our health back, and call it an episode. So I figured this is about as far as we were going to get this this particular episode. Again, the whole second half of it is we have to go into like a cave, I believe, in the area near here. I guess we'll find out in a couple of minutes. If they let us leave the village. I think we can leave the village. Yeah. So we'll head to the overworld map. I'm going to go ahead and save here. All right, so we made our way to Albrook, where we found our charter ship that was going to take us to Crescent Island. We made our way to the magic village, Thamasa, which the people were pretending that they didn't know magic because they didn't want to be persecuted by the Empire or anyone else that found out they could use magic. And in the process, we not only met Strago and Relm, but Shadow maybe started dropping some hints that maybe he has a connection to Thamasa that has not been spoken about at this point in the game. And we had to go inside of a burning mansion to help save Relm, and Strago basically revealed that yes, the town still knows magic. And he's going to help us track down the espers that went to a nearby cave. And we will find out where that is in the next episode, because I don't remember off the top of my head where it is. But that's going to do it for episode 16 of our extended look / full playthrough of Final Fantasy VI. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.